Ready?
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. It is a Friday, June 17th. We have approaching end of the month, actually end of the half year, if you will. It's also, well, as I said before, it's OPEX, and a lot is going on. It's a very, very fast market. I'm doing a lot. Actually, a lot is holding very well here. It's a very good stock, a very good. Oh, look at GPT. All right, let me get into it. Okay. Good morning to everyone. By now, this is obviously a Friday. Let me log into TradeGATEHub. A million things going on. Go back to all the videos for this week, and that is right here. You can go to login. And all in. All right, listen. Monday. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This being Friday. Third time I said that. Go back, and like I say, this is you have to, this is why the number one thing is focus. It's kind of never ending unless you have some sort of algo and just trade the price action range and good relative volume and shut it off and turn on the computer at 9:20 a day. Bravo to you. I have yet to see it being done, but if you do, I applaud that. Oh my Lord, look at this, because we're buying more here. Okay, so today's being Friday. So as this played out, it's actually played out coming to fruition as you speak. It's been a little bit difficult. The market gave back a lot of its gains, but my account is at the high of the day. So look at that. Label is actually up 17%. Could have been someone. Sold a lot there. All right, let's go back. You know what? I'm not going to go through any things of going through the data. You can go through, you should have went through what I posted this morning. I started at 5 a.m. I was so pumped up, I'm not going to lie. But on a macro thing, this is where we were coming in. You could go to what Kramer said. It is bullish, by the way. Everybody's waiting for the 3,100. Look, the market's ripping now. So I'm going to buy more. Hold on a second. TTT, ATT, I'm in. Buy. 1200. Sorry, I have to put the clients first with this. You know what I mean? Amazon at the high. Meta, Square, a dog, SI, coin. You know what? Going into a Friday, I'll jump all over the place. Go back and press the YouTube button. So getting back to, maybe let's watch this Bitcoin. The final play with the market on today might be if they finally take Bitcoin the other way. Usually, before this whole thing fell apart, if you will, buying the Bitcoin on a Friday afternoon or Friday morning and roll into the weekend used to be the play, but let's see what it does today. That's going to be also something to watch. Okay, Kramer, let's watch Adobe. Let's watch how these stocks are acting right now. I liked the fact that the market acted good and was up a percent. Well, you know what? I'll show you my new platform, and I'll even I'll show you the charts, by the way. I like them. For those that are on Sterling, I really do. All right, let's go to the SPYs. All right, so this is a daily. So this was the Fed day right here, the big up day. And yes, then they had the shake it. This is almost like, first of all, our levels are more key than anything, but the first dip is never the first, it's the first with volume. It's the first one. They got everybody out kind of yesterday, but that is the chart, and the levels are key today, but they might be skewed because it's OPEX, and Goldman says that it's got 8 trillion on the sidelines to buy. I don't know if that's been absorbed already. There are a lot of different cross currents. Even Gerard said something today about something going off in a dark pool. People, this is a Friday going into the end of the quarter and an OPEX where funny things happen. Just try to stick with the plan and what's working well, and what's working well and good with volume. Look at Nutella, 44. Where's Crisp? 70 and a half. It's up what? $6. I let go of most of it. Where's Nutella? Where's CRISPR? Jumping all over the place. I don't care. There's CRISPR now. You know what I mean? Now it's the 4th day up, 5th day up. Listen, if it tested 200-day on volume and it came in with volume, it's all over. Where's our Nutella? Where's our Nutella? Laggard. That's what you get for buying the laggard. So Nutella still has some work to do. What's going on here? Label, 18% today. XM laggard. JD. So listen, here's ExxonMobil. This is right now positive for the market. ExxonMobil 105 to 87. ExxonMobil. Look at this. Where's the trend line? I'm still getting to lead to know this thing, this trend line. I can do it by my eye. 85 strike price. You want to take a shot for a long-term hold, Exxon? I'm not saying it's going to pop. Monday is a holiday. So I don't think things in this, look at Hassan. I don't think no TTD. I don't think things are necessarily going to slow down. Hold on a second. Let me take off a trade here. So I'm selling some APP for those that want to know. This, you know what? I don't know what, you know what? APP right at the 32.10. I'm selling some because you know what? I bought it poorly, but I have to take a move and it's probably going up and it is going up, but I'm going to sell some right here. Filled. APP. Why did I buy APP? This is the best of breed. Didn't make two lows. I'm looking for the triple bottom to hold, but it's been a laggard. Let's look at what APP did this morning. 30 and 33.6 right here. Where's Wayfair? I sold that at what? 46 Wayfair. 46.20 on Wayfair. The high that day was 46.5. So I'm trying to buy all the squeeze ones. This is one of those OPEXs where they think they squeezed. Carvana has nothing in it really. APP, nice sale, Mike V. BLI, Lebu was the high on Lebu. Where's XBI at least? Let's look at that. XBI. All right, I do like the fact that it came in. You know what I mean? It looks like the double bottom held. It's, listen, it's yet to be determined. Like I said in TJ's this morning, and I'll refocus now. Major sectors and correction. But listen, I've been trading for a long time. Do I have to say every time 25, 26 years, you get the picture, all right? But for the Bank of Bull Index, I've never seen it like this. And I know this is a time when we say we've never seen things, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But I've never seen that. The Bank of Bull, even COVID, it bounced back and forth a little bit. So is there something underlying, something underneath there? Like put call ratios are wiped out. Stocks that are underwater are near a record. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Robinhood has more cash on hand than it's worth. Throw that out. I'm talking about a lot of biotechs that I'm in right now. Fast, Nutella. Okay. Yesterday's movers with range and above average volume. Okay. If you want to be that guy that trades that, that's fine. I applaud that. I'm giving you stocks. Listen, ADN yesterday was up 246%. Its average volume is 11 million. Yesterday it did 200 times its volume. Okay. And it had a 100% range. Trade it. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about the Fed. You don't have to worry about OPEX. You got to be aware of it because that would be ignorant. But if that's what spies, they're all over the place. You know, that's I'm also giving you that as well. You like fast food, you like to pull into Wendy's, order something and take it to go and eat and be fulfilled. That's the list. I'm not saying that it's not the wrong way. You might have other things to do. You might not do this full time. But that's certainly something that I give you that would set the table and give you ideas of what to do. Okay. Chinese stocks pulled back. Back in a bit, Chinese central banks, Chinese banks. That's our plan. Lewis, the person I will give a lot of credit to, more credit to, is Lewis has been very, very focused on levels. Now, I also want to say something else, Lewis. This is what the market gods will tell to you. You're never going to get the perfect setup, ever. It's never going to happen. You're never going to get the meatiest fat. You're not going to get a meatball down the plate with bases loaded with 2 outs and bottom of the ninth. Very rarely happens. And even if it does, it's going to be a dramatic situation where you're probably going to time the market. And we know that cliche there. So great on the levels, Lewis, but sometimes you got to dip your toe in before you go all in, as you say. But by the way, well done. All right. IPO Dave, he's right there. The problem is with this market, you can easily get another snap guy down or another, whatever it may be. Hassan, look at this thing. Pardon me. Now, for Hassan to be up 26 cents, I sold it. I had it today. This thing, I think I posted my trades. I'll get everything squared away. It's just so much happening. Labo's up 17%. Our BAC, what's that doing, Lewis? Do we like it still? It looks like it's hanging in there. BAC long-term chart. We might have chased it. BAC daily, but it's holding well. It did the volume I wanted yesterday. The BAC was a Citicorp. You know what I mean? I did buy the FAST. I'm still long it. The FAS, that's the triple ETF. Look, I took a shot. I made money in it. I might add to it. And I'm not saying that's the best trade on the board, but if I want to go long-term into some financials, and I'm not going to micromanage this thing. I shouldn't be buying a triple ETF if I'm not going to micromanage. That is a little bit irresponsible. I will manage it, but if I want to buy something, maybe I'll do the XLF. It's looking, coaches, the brilliance on this chart. It did the capitulatory value. First of all, it had the great day on the Fed day, which was Wednesday. And that looked like, first of all, I didn't like that chart. I would have liked it if they would have closed at the highs, that Fed day. They pulled out, they pulled back, shook everybody out on the volume. If it closes at a high, closes over, I'd like to close over 31 and a half. Then that, I think for the short term, it's stabilized. You know what I mean? P&L still at the high, by the way. And the futures are 300. How much are they? Spies. Here's the spy of the day. Spies for the day. Where's today? 1 minute. So the spies of the higher day of 370. Right now, they're 365. And my P&L is at the high of the day. Label. Well, here are the spies. Well off the highs. The highs are 370. What is Label doing today? Want to show it doing? Well, let's look at XBI. It's like, again, I'm getting into this irresponsible thing of Lewis, don't put your Lewis. You know better than to put emotions. Come on. After all, okay. So XBI is above the gap, 67. It's got the all important short date. This view, Gerard, short term swing trade moving average to get passed by, which was the 8 and the 21 day. As you can see, it holds this. If it just goes above this 8 day, see how it goes below it. If it just goes above this and builds this base around 60, 72, I'm going to add to the XBI. Certainly, it looked like it put another double bottom. We are breaking high now. I got to add to it, guys. I got to add to some things here. What's CRISPR doing? GBT. They shook me out. GBT finished on the high yesterday with great relative strength. And let me go back to TradeGATEHub. And by the way, if I'm going off on no, good, Gerard, all good. There's no bad. No, man. Listen, I think we all know by now that at least I wear my heart on my sleeve and I'm a straight shooter. There's no, and you know what? I learned by asking questions of being a straight shooter. I did a lot of apologizing in my day, but you know what? I don't know. You got to ask. All right, so let's go back to fundamentals. Futures look good here. I wouldn't want to be short, that's for sure. And by the way, don't go too much by the volume because it's skewed on an OPEX. Go more about how price action is going by the futures. Don't go by the volume. The volume is skewed. Another one, and I'll show you where I punted. See this yesterday? GBT good. That was by the way, it did say started a fast position. GBT good. That was 13 hours ago. GBT yesterday closed on the high with good volume, and I punted because I sold a winner to take off some losers. I tried to hedge myself, and this is GBT today. Hold on. I'm upset about that. I really am. I have no reason to sell it. GBT, but by the way, that did give me some conviction to hold into Label a little bit. Let me go back into GBT. I mean, that's good, right? It made it smooth. It went through the flag. It's breaking high. Futures are ripping. All right, what's breaking high right now? Let me go to the SPYs. You know what? Even more importantly, let's go to what's the high of the day. Let me go to where the SPYs are. Let's go to a 5 minute. So the SPYs are at 366. The high of the day is 370. Now the smart, hold on. Let me keep sharing here. I'm going all over the place. People are paying me. I think I don't have a beeper. Let's go to what's at the high. It's bottom line. This is what you want to focus on. The TIM, as the futures are several handles off the high, what is hanging in there on the high of the day? Percent change. I will share, and we can see it. Close. Share. Share. All right, here we go. Percent change, or you know what? Range change. What's at the high of the day? Percent change. So if the futures are several handles off the high, the SPY's at 366. You have Revlon, which went into bankruptcy yesterday, up big. Blue Bio, 26 million. So it's at the high, near the high of the day. So these are the stocks. Zip, I like it. GBT, there you go. Value added, Mike V. SGen takeover. Could be the bio day. Let's go percent change. And let's go with most relative volume. Okay. Revlon, Blue Bio, normally does 8 million, does 26 million, up 30% bio. XPEV, car maker, already basically 50% of its volume. We obviously know that it's been in TradeGATEHub what's happened with the Chinese stocks. SGen is again, CRISPR, bravo, how you doing? Now it's at 71. I left a little check catch you on the table, but we made a good move. Array, a Goldman favorite. That's a solar stock. I'll take a look in a second. Should be writing these down. Hey, Ray, these stocks I get back after lunch, it's holding the range. All right, let's look at this. So it has, where is that freaking thing? All right. Well, it doesn't have the volume I like. Let's go to what has average volume. This is it right here. Open door, up 10%. Not interested. AERC. Array. Okay. So you know what? It doesn't have that much volume yet. I want something with a lot of volume. Nope, not sexy enough for me yet. Stay tuned. TNA coming in. Q's are holding the best. The key list: Apple, Adobe, Twila. Ugh, the Twila. Here's Twila now. Look at Twila. Look up. I didn't let my ego get aside here, but I am going to add to it. It goes above 86. This is going to be a long-term position. I'm familiar with the company. And I'm not trying to pick bottoms. I mean, I'm committed to this. I'm calling my mom right now. I'm going to tell her, Mom, buy some Twila. Roblox. I said yesterday it's got to hold at 25. APP. I held some before the air. Lebu. All right, needs the rest. What else? Do I have any questions? The only thing I'm going to apologize off is going for a little bit of on some tangents, and I do. What are the wise guys doing? New share. I got more screens too. New share wise guys. All right. So keeping in mind where all the indicators have been: SPY bearish, COP bearish. There's the copper. Look at COP. My God, look at this chart on COP. They got by me. And this could be a perfectly hedged market. COP. Look at this. You know what? Stairs up, elevator down. There's the CPE, coach. That one was a dog all along. FANG, the other FANG. Look at this. They wanted no part of this. Wow, this is going to be another good swing. FANG, broke. This is bullish. FANG, where's Kellogg? Where's Kellogg? That's what I look at. All right, so where's the Campbell soup? What are they doing in the soup sector now? They're all rotating down. These are dailies breaking the 200 day. So what goes up must come down. There's JP Morgan. JP Morgan. All right, so they're taking up the techs. Hassan, going up any bit? Yeah. Here's my XM. Lewis, where's your path? My label's going up path, nothing. TTD, where's the square? Still in it. Underperformer. Square today. It's going to break out. They'll have its day. There's net. Going back to typing, by the way, instead of pointing and clicking, if you could tell. I love typing. Net. I can always get a type it, I can always get a temp job as a typist if it goes badly, but it's not. Any other questions? As coach said, maybe next week taking place. But you know what he did? That's what I would say. Remember someone expecting crude oil stocks goes down. Yeah. Gee, any other questions? Where's your UEC? UEC. You know what? It's a no play anymore. I think those are your uranium stocks. I don't, coach. You look at the uranium stock. This CCJ. I don't care if they make widgets. This is not a good chart here. I'll leave it. SPYs going a bit lower. What's going lower now? APP, nice sale. Mike V, BLI, the real label. Okay. Anybody? Anything else? Let me go through my Twitter feed. So I'm basically doing what I do. I'm basically talking out loud at this point. Okay, my Twitter feed. What are they going through? I added the BSM here. The idea that you can borrow money and get 10-to-1 buy as crypto is outrageous. I agree. SCSN bullish. No interest. ES is trading a lower level, 3695. That's where we want to focus, right, Lewis? All right. Oil stocks are down more than 20% in the past 2 weeks. That's unbelievable. SPY bullish, NCLH bearish. I don't want any part. All right. Some cheap shorted date hedging in a few names early on. Nothing all that aggressive. BABA still bull flow. SGen reboot bull. CF bull bent into weakness. All right. So how are the eggs holding up? Into weakness. Also, you should watch best of breed. CF and Moss. Is that all you need to know? I don't like them. Moss, I would go for, and this is what I look at when he says bull bet into weakness. This is the Moss chart. Now, Moss could, there's the 200-day, it could do a back and then a retest and then hold a little bit. All the moving averages are curving down. I learned a lot about charting, believe me, this past 6 months than I ever did. CRISPR still holding. GBT could have been. XBI is holding good. XBI is holding good. Okay, so if the XBI is holding good, this is what I say to myself again. I'll go here. Stocks, pardon me. This is free. This is I'm not using my my queries because I wanted you guys to get it. This is a free biotechnology stocks. This is a free site, by the way, this just like ours, TGH, and it shouldn't be. So percentage change right now on the bios is what? Blue Bio, value added, that was on our list before. Pardon. SGen, CRISPR, what has volume? Marna, all right, Marna has a little volume. Not sexy enough, what has volume? ACAD, it could have been someone. Amgen, best of breed, Bristol Myers. Ooh, DNA. Look at this one, Lewis. That's for you, the cheapie. Illman, the Illman. So no. 5-day change. They're not really that good. It's only the index it's holding in. GSK. Maybe they go for some of these ADR bio. Ooh, GSK. Look at this. What happened to GSK? Look at the daily on GSK when I look at this. Futures ripping. GSK, something. Well, now I look at AZN. What happened there, AZN? ABBV, and then I look at ABBV. Yeah, there's BLI. Help me out, BLI. Berkeley Lights. Can you go to 5 for expiration? Can BLA go to 5 for expiration? Labo did. All right. I'm obviously getting a little delirious on a long week and lack of sleep, but all I need is a nap. Anybody else? Tempting there. Etsy, continue to play. You know what, Lewis? That's you're playing the market. You're playing the market on Etsy. I mean, let's look at the long, it did make a bounce from what, 66 to 70. You know what? Do I believe in it? No, I'd rather, oh, there's the cup and handle. Hold on. There's on Etsy. Let me tell you what I'm looking at. You know what, Lewis? Amazon, Etsy's what? 72? I'd rather buy Amazon at 105. You know what I mean? Maybe buy a little Amazon, maybe buy a little bit of both. What's our Wayfair doing? I punted at 46 and a half. It's 46 and a half. Wayfair's got a gap to fill. You could also try to buy a little Wayfair if you want to buy something here. If it held the double bottom, Wayfair can very easily go to 70 without looking. So I just want to look at Wayfair. Let's look at what else? What's Chewy doing? When he asked me those things, I look at Chewy. Chewy bottom 22 to 28. You know what I mean? Chewy. Etsy, yeah, it is tempting. It is tempting. But you're buying laggards. And you're buying stock that might squeeze. APP could have been somebody. You got to add this thing. This thing ain't going down anymore. Buying a couple APP here. Live action trade view. Watch the APP. Boom. We're in. All right. Am I going over? No, I'm not going over. Coach yells at me if I go over half an hour. Meta bullish, IWM bullish, FCX bearish, BP bullish. All right, I'll leave it there, guys. Listen, this is a day where it's also going to, you're going to get, if you, ripping future. You're going to get good prices at the close. Okay. If where we are in the market into an OpEx is not for you, I think we did pretty well this week with value added. I hate to be redundant with that term, but I think we were very in tune with what's going on in the markets this week. So wait till Tuesday. Markets close on Monday. You know what I mean? There's been great trading. I doubt it will be different. So we don't want you to lose your month on one day. And certainly going into this, you may be able to. So I'll leave it at everybody at 11:30 Eastern. Thanks for tuning in. Trade well. If you missed part of the video, go back to our YouTube button. Share on. And that's really the best amenity we have. I'm telling you, because I play this thing, I try to get better. Continue streaming until market close night. Yeah, no, I'm not, listen, I started at 5 in this morning, guys. No, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. We got this far into the week. I'm not going to leave you hanging there. So it is 11:30. I'll be back after lunch. You'll have my list. Least you can do is have your list. No? So you know what? Let's work together on this. I can't do it all. And by the way, Gerard, there's no bad questions. It might be a good question. I might say you might add to it. So let's keep going. All right. Let's keep moving into the